Hey guys, welcome back to another POV video. I hope you're all doing well today. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. I am shooting with a budget camera, and I think this is quintessential, one of the most budget cameras you can get today, because this camera cost me, used, only £30. £30 for this Nikon D70. Now this thing doesn't have the best specs. It has a 6 megapixel sensor, it has 9 autofocusing points, it has an ISO range that starts at 200 and ends at 1600. It has an LCD screen on the back that is absolutely terrible and really hard to actually read and see your photographs once you're taking them, and you can't actually use it to take photographs through. You have to use the viewfinder, and it also uses compact flash cards. I've never used one of these before until I got this camera, and it was actually a real struggle to actually get a compact flash card for this camera. But despite all that, it only cost me £30. It can still take photographs, and today I'm setting myself a challenge to see what results we can get with this camera. And of course, at the end of today's video, we are having a look through the hashtag CP photos. So without wasting any more time, let's get on. Right, here we go. This is where we're starting today's POV video very quickly. Get some photographs around here. This could be a cool photograph here. I like that with the shadows. That was kind of cool. This one right here. Hopefully the exposure is good. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Okay, so there are a quick few shots at the Sheffield train station. Hopefully they came out quite well. Yeah, this is a really interesting camera to be working with today. I don't know which way to go because I've actually never done photography in Sheffield before. So I think the city centre's that way, but I have no idea. We might go that way, but I also like the look of those buildings over there. So we'll go and explore that first. Okay, so we've got this rather interesting building here. I've gone low to the ground to try and get the sky in and a bit of the building in as well. I'm going to bring down the shutter speed a little bit. Well, actually bring it up. Go about there. I think that looks kind of good. Yeah. Use this as a little bit of a foreground maybe. Bring down the shutter speed a bit. Let's see what that gets us. That's kind of cool. Kind of dig that. Just to put it into perspective as well, this has a 6 megapixel sensor that is 10 times less than a Sony a7R4. You cannot crop into images hardly with this camera. Now in terms of the lens I'm using today, I am using the 35mm F1.8. Okay, so for this shot right here, I'm going to use this like leaf right here as a little bit of a foreground interest before hitting the main building. So bring it about there. There you go, something like that. Take another shot. There we go, a couple of cool shots right there. I'm going to focus on that bit of the building right there. Right, so get a photograph of the sky, you see him just sitting right there. Alright, so I'm going to frame it up, put it about there. I don't know if you can actually see him clearly in the photograph, but he is literally just chilling right there. Okay, so we're complete with the business district over there. I'd say it's business district, it was literally 4 buildings, but we're done with that area. I'm going to head more towards the centre of the city centre. So we've got this reflection here, so I'm wondering if we can use it. I'm shooting blind as well, and I just dropped the lens hood. We'll take that. We're not going to get the best photographs ever today, because obviously I'm not shooting with my £3 camera. We're shooting with something that costs literally 100 times less. Okay, so for the next photograph, I'm going to be really quick about it. I'm going to try and use this as a leading line to the building there. So get it framed up, go about there, and hopefully, yeah, I think that will get the photograph we wanted. Okay, we've got a cool area here, so we'll see what we can do. Maybe see if we can do anything with these reflections here. From shooting this way, here we go, this might be good. What I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and get a photo of a person, so just stick right here, like that, and I think we got a good reflection right there. Next we'll just get a real nice simple shot of the tall building here. Can I get a cool photograph of the top of the buildings there? Those like 3 like circular, I don't know, those 3 things there. Okay, so we're going to get a photograph of this phone box right here because I like the architecture behind it, and with a 35mm lens at f1.8, this should not look too bad. Let's give it a go, frame it up about there. I like that. I think that's good. I think that's a decent shot right there. Might be the first one today. It's kind of a cool image. Oh, that was kind of amusing. Picture frame, and then there's a police officer sitting there, so it's like, there's your picture frame. Okay, so one thing you might have actually noticed on my left hand side right here, tram lines. This is Sheffield's secret weapon for me. Hopefully I've got that shot, but I think it was underexposed. Oh my god, this camera is so difficult to work with. I'm trying not to make excuses, but it genuinely is that difficult. I think I've ruined that shot. Photo of this person here. There you go. Okay, so just to bear in mind with today's POV as well, normally, as you know, I put the camera here when I'm taking photographs so you guys can see my settings, you can see my frame. But for this POV, because I can't actually view the photographs I'm taking with this LCD screen, I'm just going to have to put it up to my eye, so you might not actually see the camera on the GoPro itself, but I will try and get it here for certain photographs. But I want to make sure that I can get my photographs exposed correctly, because if not, I'm just framing it and trying to get all the settings in blind. Leading line. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you're joking me. Literally about to take a photograph. There's a problem with the memory card. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's working again. God. Literally, it had an FOR message, which basically says, I think it's a format issue. And if I do get that problem and it doesn't rectify itself, I've lost all the photographs today. So that was a little bit of a panic there. Right, so we've actually got a learner tram coming in. He's actually got L plates on, so we can probably get a really cool shot as he stops at the station for a couple of minutes. And that should be pretty decent. I'm gonna get a photo of the tram over here. Use these tram lines as the leading line. Like so, yes. Please rain. I mean, they have. There's no one actually in that taxi. That's kind of ideal. Get one from this angle so we avoid the car in the background there. Okay, I like this. Get this photograph right here. That's a cool photograph. Yes, that is what I wanted. Get super low to the ground. I don't know if you see this, super low, like that. That's cool. I like that. Good framing right there. We're gonna head down the tracks a bit now, see where that takes us. That's cool. Look at the framing there of that person. Wow, that couldn't have been timed more better. Okay, I'm kind of impressed by that. I thought that was a throwaway shot. That's cool, I like that. I like that we've got that depth as well. Get a photograph of the guy. Oh, that's good. That is excellent right there. All right, here we go. I think, oh, that is good. Yes. I'm gonna get a photo of that barge, but I'm gonna try and get these wood planks in to give a bit of a foreground interest. Just like that. I like this shot here. Old chimney, nearly just touching the bridge. Got something cool there. I like that. Minimalistic, but great. So we've got this cool building here. So what I'm thinking, play around with the foreground a little bit. Get it to about here. Frame it up. Yo, that's our frame. Not bad. There you go. Oh, so we got bucking it down with rain again, which is going to make for great photographs. I'm going to get this shot here, try not to get ran over, but that's kind of cool. I like what we got there. I think I got it. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Over here, I've maybe got this reflection here leading up to this building, perhaps. Might work. The camera down here. Oh wow, there you go. So just quickly getting a photograph of this car right there. Okay, so that is the POV done with the Nikon D70 in Sheffield. I think it went all right. I think we got some good shots, but we'll speak a little bit more about that when we get back home. And also, when we do get back, we're going to be having a look through the hashtag CP Photos. Okay, so before we start speaking about the Nikon D70 very briefly, I'd like to apologise for the audio problems I was having with the GoPro Hero 8. I lost like 45 minutes of footage because I was shooting multiple different clips, but none of them for some reason were recording audio at all. I've never had that problem before with a GoPro, so I'm going to have to do some testing with it to make sure it's not a reoccurring problem. Okay, so now on to the Nikon D70. I'll try and keep this brief. But I was very skeptical, as you could probably tell at the start of this video, when shooting with this camera. I was really unsure whether or not it'd be able to take great photographs. Now I will say this, the raw files from this camera really did impress me. They were only like 6 megabytes, which is a massive contrast to the Sony a7R IV, which is 120 megabytes, but they held up really well. I really liked how they looked straight out of camera, and I always like that about Nikon color science. Contrast, saturation, it always looks fantastic, and as long as I had my image correctly exposed in camera, I was able to push and pull it to where I wanted it in post as well. But would I recommend a camera like this for someone who is just starting out and have got a really strict budget? In this situation, I think I'd have to say yes. Even though this camera doesn't have the best ISO range, it has a real poor LCD screen, the memory cards are a little bit tricky sometimes, but I think that might just be that camera in particular. It did take all those photographs today. So if you are looking at starting out in photography, something like this, if you're on a budget, might not be a bad option. You've seen all the photographs now, so I think you can draw your own conclusion from this kind of video as well. But the last thing to do today is have a look through the hashtag CP Photos. So let's have a look through the hashtag CP Photos, where we have hit 10,000 posts on the hashtag. Bloody hell, we've gone over it. We're on 10.3k. I'd like to say thank you all so much for the continued support. Thank you so much for using the hashtag. It's great to interact with you guys. It's a privilege to be able to have a look at your work and share it. It means so much. You guys are absolutely legends. I love you all. Alright, so straight away, I am loving this shot by Isabel. Oh, this is a composition I didn't even try down in London. I love that. Leading line straight to Tower Bridge. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. I like this one. Tram shot. I was tram addicted today in Sheffield, just taking photos of trams here, there and everywhere. That's a really cool shot. I like what you've done with it. I like the colours and tones as well. That is fantastic. Oh, I like this one here by J84 Photography, this nice black and white shot of this couple right here. That's a real nice shot. I really like everything about that shot right there. Alright, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit because I know there's been a lot of posts put on the hashtag recently, and oh, this one really catches my eye. That blue, that is fantastic. Amazing shot, Sean Dancy, of New York City cityscape. That is breathtaking. Scroll down a little bit more. I like this one here by Shooter Dot Unknown. That's a really cool shot right there with the neon lights you've got going onto the subject's face. Really like what you've done with that shot. And we'll have a look at a couple more today. I like this one right here. That is a fantastic landscape right there. Again, a massive thank you to everyone continuing to use the hashtag CP Photos over on Instagram. But that is where I'm going to be leaving today's POV video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Well, until next time, keep creating, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.